The Legend of the Wretched Wanderer, the Eternal Odyssey of Demetrios Moros. Chapter 2. Shadows resurrected in the ancient city of Athens, where the ruins of the past whispered tales of forgotten glory. A new darkness stirred, threatening to engulf the world once more. And at the heart of this darkness stood Demetrios Moros, the wretched wanderer, his past sins coming back to haunt him with a vengeance. Haunted by visions of a world consumed by chaos and despair, Demetrios knew that he could not turn away from the looming threat. With a heavy heart and a steely resolve, he set out to confront the shadows that threatened to engulf the land, knowing that the fate of the world hung in the balance. But as he delved deeper into the mystery, he uncovered a chilling truth: that he himself was the key to unlocking the ancient evil's return. Drawn into a web of intrigue and deceit, Demetrios found himself facing enemies from his past, each one more dangerous than the last. Among them was Ariadne, the charismatic leader of a group of rebels fighting against the forces of darkness. Once a trusted ally, she had turned against him, her heart consumed by bitterness and resentment. With her newfound power, she sought to unleash chaos upon the world, using Demetrios as a pawn in her twisted game. But Demetrios refused to be a pawn in anyone's game, determined to confront the darkness within himself and reclaim his destiny. With the help of old friends and unlikely allies, he embarked on a perilous journey to uncover the truth behind the ancient prophecy and stop Ariadne before it was too late. Along the way, he encountered a diverse cast of characters, each one struggling with their own demons and desires. From the enigmatic sorcerer who held the key to unlocking the secrets of the past to the fierce warrior whose loyalty was tested at every turn, Demetrios found himself drawn into a world of intrigue and betrayal, where nothing was as it seemed. As the pieces of the puzzle fell into place, Demetrios realized that the fate of the world rested on his shoulders alone. With the ancient evil on the verge of awakening, he knew that he had to act quickly, or risk seeing everything he held dear consumed by darkness once more. And so, as the sun set on the horizon and the shadows lengthened across the land, Demetrios Moros stood ready to face his destiny, his heart filled with a sense of purpose and determination. For though the road ahead was long and fraught with peril, he knew that as long as he remained true to himself and the values he held dear, he would never walk alone. And with that thought in his heart, he marched forth into the unknown, ready to face whatever challenges the future might bring. As Demetrios delved deeper into the heart of the city, he encountered ancient ruins hidden beneath the bustling streets, a labyrinth of forgotten tunnels and chambers that held the key to unlocking the secrets of the past. Guided by the whispers of the ancients, he ventured forth into the darkness, his senses alert for any sign of danger. But as he journeyed deeper into the depths of the underground labyrinth, he found himself beset by traps and obstacles designed to thwart his progress. From cunning traps that sprung from the shadows to ancient guardians that prowled the corridors, every step forward brought him closer to the brink of disaster. Yet, Demetrios refused to be deterred, his determination unwavering in the face of adversity. With each challenge overcome, he grew stronger, his resolve bolstered by the knowledge that the fate of the world hung in the balance. As he reached the heart of the labyrinth, Demetrios found himself face to face with Ariadne, the source of the darkness that threatened to consume the world. With her dark powers at their peak, she unleashed a torrent of fury upon him, her attacks relentless and unforgiving. Ariadne was not always consumed by darkness. In her youth, she was known as Ariadne of the Silver Isles, born into a noble family revered for their wisdom and grace. Raised in the opulence of the court, she was groomed for greatness from a young age, her every move scrutinized and praised by those around her. But beneath the facade of privilege and prestige lay a heart filled with longing and ambition. Ariadne yearned for power and recognition, her thirst for greatness driving her to seek out knowledge and secrets that lay hidden in the shadows. As she delved deeper into the mysteries of the world, Ariadne's thirst for power grew ever stronger, leading her down a dark and dangerous path. Seduced by the whispers of ancient forces that dwelled in the shadows, she made a pact with dark powers beyond mortal comprehension, trading her soul for the promise of immortality and unrivaled power. With her newfound abilities, Ariadne rose to prominence within the court, her influence extending far beyond the confines of the palace walls. But as her power grew, so too did her ambition, and she soon became consumed by a relentless thirst for dominance. Driven by greed and arrogance, Ariadne betrayed those who had once been her allies, casting aside anyone who stood in the way of her insatiable desire for power. With each deceitful act, she grew more distant from the light, her heart consumed by darkness and despair. Yet, amidst the darkness that threatened to consume her, there flickered a glimmer of hope, a spark of humanity buried deep within the recesses of her fractured soul. But try as she might, Ariadne could not escape the grip of the darkness that held her captive, condemning her to a life of eternal torment and despair. And so it was that Ariadne became known as the Mistress of Shadows, a name whispered in fear and reverence by those who dared to cross her path. With her dark powers at their peak, she sought to unleash chaos and destruction upon the world, using anyone and anything that stood in her way as a pawn in her twisted game. But deep down, beneath the layers of darkness and despair, Ariadne remained haunted by the memories of her past. A past filled with longing and regret. A past that she could never truly escape. And though she may have risen to great heights of power and influence, she knew that deep down, she was still the same lost soul searching for redemption in a world consumed by darkness. But Demetrios refused to yield, his sword flashing in the dim light as he fought with all his strength and skill. With each blow struck, he drew closer to victory, his heart burning with the fire of redemption as he battled to save the world from destruction. In the epic showdown that ensued, Demetrios and Ariadne clashed with the fury of gods, their powers colliding in a dazzling display of light and shadow. With each strike, the very fabric of reality trembled, the fate of the world hanging in the balance. And in the end, it was Demetrios who emerged victorious, his blade piercing the heart of darkness and banishing it from the world once and for all. As the echoes of battle faded into the darkness, he stood triumphant amidst the ruins of the ancient labyrinth, his heart filled with a sense of peace and fulfillment that he had not known in many years. As the sun rose on a new day, Demetrios emerged from the depths of the labyrinth, his spirit lighter than it had been in centuries. Though the road ahead would be long and uncertain, he knew that he had faced his demons and emerged victorious, his journey of redemption finally complete. And so, as he walked out into the light of dawn, Demetrios Moros knew that he had finally found the peace and redemption he had been searching for. And with a smile on his lips and a heart full of hope, he set forth into the world, ready to embrace whatever the future might hold. Thanks for watching.